Hello and welcome or welcome back to Sarah's Stitch. So this is my knitting podcast here on YouTube where I can talk to all of you about my finished objects, works in progress, acquisitions, all of the normal things, any plans I have, which I don't think I'm going to be going into too much detail today because I just posted my Stephen West Knits kickoff kind of video. But everything else normal podcast will be today, which there is a lot to catch up on because it's been about a month since there's... Sorry if you can hear that. Motorcycle downstairs. What was I saying? Normal podcast format today, so finished objects, works in progress, and acquisitions, which there are a lot of. So if you are new here, my name is Sarah, obviously, and I'm 28 years old. I live in Hoboken, New Jersey, which is right across the river from Manhattan, where I am an accountant from my normal working hours, and the rest of the time I'm a knitter. And what else? Any projects I talk about will be linked down below, as well as my Ravelry, Instagram. Subscribe down below if you like this video and you want to see my progress this month on the MCal Geo Gradient. And I think that is it. So let's get started with finished objects. And the first one we will start with is, I think, the most exciting because I'm wearing it, but this is my Crawford vest, which I made myself. I made up the pattern too, so that's why I'm very excited about it. If you've been watching for a few months, you would have seen I made a blue one over the summer, just kind of trying to figure out how to get the cable, sizing, all of that good stuff, and I'm very happy with this one. So this is knit out of Sandnes Garn alpaca wool in the color Green Myrtle, and yeah, I guess I'll do a close-up. I'm hoping this is close enough, but it's just a vest, and then cable and all that good stuff, and a V-neck. And backstory of this pattern is that I went to Scotland. We just got back a few days ago, and my maternal grandmother, her maiden name, her family was the Crawford family. They came from Scotland to the US. So to kind of pay homage to my grandma, who is the grandma that taught me how to knit, I wanted to make a vest with the cable on it. I wanted cables. I found this one somewhere online. It may not even be a real Crawford cable, but I'm calling it Crawford cable because I saw this as attached to Crawford somewhere, I think in Ireland, even though mine were Scottish, but they came from Ireland. It's a whole thing. So yeah, I made this vest cable all up, wrote it all down, like from a literal picture. Could not find the pattern anywhere, so made it myself, essentially, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I need to decide / figure out how I will make this into a real pattern, if there's anyone else out there that wants it. And there will be a secondary pattern coming alongside of this, which I will talk about later. But I think that is it. I knit the body on 4.5mm needles, and the ribbing is all on 3.5mm needles. And I have about a 36-inch, 91cm bust for sizing, in case anyone else would like to make this for some unknown reason. And you want the same thing as me, I can give you a very, very, very rough how-to on it. Otherwise, in all my spare time, maybe I will write a pattern for it. But Crawford vest. Next, also very exciting, this is my Lanark sweater, which I love. I finished it like was binding off and finishing it, sewing down the zip while I should have been going to the airport to go for Scotland, but I wanted to have this for Scotland. So I'm very happy I had it. It was very well worn. It's already pilling a little bit. It needs a little bit of a shave, but that's fine. So this is the Lanark sweater. Let me put it on. Sweater by Crayabea, Rebecca Clow. And I knitted out of Sandusgarn Sunday Held Double in the color Milk Chocolate. The pattern calls for just a DK weight, not 2 yarns held together, but I didn't love, not that I didn't love, I liked this brown better than the double Sunday colors that were available at Mother Knitter. I think just in general, Sunday has a bit more color range than double Sunday, so, and I believe this is a petite knit colorway specifically, but this is how she looks. She's amazing. Like I said, it is the curse of me not being able to use a phone again is back. I just stopped the video, but this is petite knit Milk Chocolate, I want to say, double Sunday, and no, Sunday Held Double. And what else? Oh, I used a petite knit zipper, and then the only modifications I made is I did a split hem. I don't think this is the pattern. I did a split hem for the bottom hem, and the back is a little bit, I don't know if you can see, a little bit longer than the front. So, and I can't remember what size I made. It should be on my Ravelry. And I knit this with the recommended needle size, which I think was 3.5 millimeters. And I think that's it for this. So it's my Lanark. 10 out of 10 pattern, you should do it. And this is my first time doing half fisherman's rib, or like half brioche, or half brioche. I think they're the same, just how you do it. Not too bad. In the round was worse than flat, because flat, I don't think there's any pearls. I already forget what I've done, but 10 out of 10 recommend. It's super squishy, so warm, love it. And then my final finished object. We're very finished object heavy today because I haven't filmed in a while, but this is my Sela sweater, which I finished literally this morning, so it has not yet been blocked and ends have not been woven as I shove them into the arms. The pattern is by Yona Haitala. I want to say Yona. She's finished. She's the, not finished, finished? She's the amazing person behind Lina Magazine, and this is her pattern. She also, I believe, made the Lento pattern, but this is Sela. And do you think I'm in a phase? Just every brown I could possibly get. I made the size 3 of this, and did I say Sela? Yona Haitala, all the things. And I knit this out of Explore Knits and Fiber. The boucle is boucle, and then I did all of the ribbing in the non-superwash DK base, and both colors are tawny from the National Parks collection. But I believe Allie has had it like in the summer market. She had all the tonals, and I want to say she brought them to Flock and maybe bringing them to Wool and Folk. But this is it. Oh my god, it is amazing. What modifications did I make? I think the only modification I made was I went down a full millimeter needle size. The ribbing is meant for 4 millimeter needles, and I did a tubular bind off on the cuffs, on both the cuffs, and I don't believe that was in the pattern. And then for the main body, it was written to be 6 millimeter needles, but I did not have, not that I did not have. I believe the pattern is written for boucle and suri held together, or for brushed alpaca by Sandisgarn, which is a lot floofier of a yarn that will fill in the holes a little bit more. So I went down to a 5mm on this, and that was much better. What else? I think that is it. I still have one full skein of the boucle left, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I know Allie's posted quite a few times about it's like a round boucle bag situation that looks adorable, so I may use it for that, or I don't know what else. Sophie scarf maybe? I don't know. So this is my first time trying this on, so I really hope this fits. I did not have time to try it on this morning, but oh god, it's definitely a string on my head. All right, so here we go. And then the bottom rib is you still recording? Okay. Bottom rib is Jenny's super stretchy bind off, which is what was called for in the pattern. So you can see it's a pretty, solid length. I was a little nervous that it was going to be too short, because I literally finished this skein of boucle at the very bottom, and I did not feel like winding up another skein for only a couple more rows, but I'm liking how this fits. Please wait. All right, I think he's gone. So I forget what I was saying, but love the fit. 10 out of 10 recommend. It would truly fly by as a pattern if you were consistently knitting it. It's like a lento. Like, you could easily knit this in a few weeks, if not a week. That might be a bit of a stretch, but like, I knit a sleeve in a day, like one night, not even a day. So you definitely, if you got gauge and we're using the 6mm needles, 1000% knit this so quickly. If you're a very nice person and making sweaters or something for Christmas gifts, 10 out of 10 recommend for this. Or if you just want instant gratification for your own nuts, this sweater, I would do this over the lento, because I like the fit of this more. And the other modification I made is I kind of did balloon sleeves. I believe they were supposed to be decreases the whole way down, and I kind of stopped around my elbow, and then just did rapid decreases at the wrist for what the pattern called for the cuff. So I love this. I am overheating though, but it's fine. That is it for finished objects. Next, I will go into my half finished object, I guess, which is this lovely sock. The yarn is a homespun house, of course, naturally. And the pattern is Coffee Talk by Tracy Miller, who is Tracy from the Grocery Girls. The sock kit I got is Lavender Haze from Molly, and it's very tough to see because it's so close in color, but I did not follow the pattern layout exactly, because I cast this on right before we left or on the plane, I can't remember, for Scotland. So I forgot to bring the contrast with me naturally. So the cuff and the heel are all in the Lavender Haze color, which is gorgeous. The lighting's god awful right now, so sorry about that, but it's really lavender base with all of these beautiful neon speckles in it. I really hope you can see, because it's amazing. I was lusting over this yarn all summer, and then finally pulled the trigger and got it, and I'm so happy I did. But so cuff, heel are all main color, and then the pattern has this really interesting fade into the toe color, which you can see really well in the actual pattern photo. However, because the contrast in this, which is biscuit, from Molly is so close. Like I know it's different because there's no speckles, but like you can barely tell a difference, which I think is like a nice subtle factor. But this is one. Oh, this is one. The other one has yet to be cast on, but I have it sitting in its project bag waiting to be cast on. I haven't decided if this is going to be my plain non-thinking knitting during the MCAL or if I'm gonna just cast on like an Oslo hat or something, but regardless, this will get done. And this went by so quickly. I always forget how quickly 4-row repeats go until I do them, and then I remember that they literally fly by. So I need to do more of them because the socks fly by when you do that. But this is it, 64 stitches on 2.0, 2 millimeter, 9-inch circular needles. I think that is it for these. And then my only other like real work in progress is my tessellated pullover, which the back has not been started on yet. So, which really should be my downtime knitting during the MCAL, so I could maybe wear it to Rhinebeck if I make it, but we will see. Need to see if I have more needles because I have many pairs of 3.5 millimeter needles, but obviously one is going to be for the MCAL, so I need to figure out the rest. But now we will talk about the mountain of yarn that's next to me, which is all of the acquisitions that were gotten in Scotland. So we tried to go to a couple different like farm yarn places and things like that. They were closed, or we just poor time management getting there and didn't realize they had different hours on different days, things like that. So we only went to 2 yarn shops, which I feel like is phenomenal. But the first one we went to was in Oban, and it put the name of it here, but I got these 2 beautiful skeins of just wool. It's farm wool. It's so rustic, like scratchy. And it is wool from sheep from the Isle of Skye, which is one of the places we stayed, where we tried to go to, and they were not open very late on the day we tried to go, which is fine. So I got this beautiful like gray marl, and this is 385 grams of yarn. And then I got this gorgeous. This is kind of DK-ish. It looked like it knit up, and this looks a tad bit thicker. So we'll see how they go together, but I'm thinking all over colorwork sweater. I don't know what kind. Actually, I don't know. I'm thinking like that, either do the alder sweater by Rebecca Crabea, which has not yet come out, but I think would be fab in this, or the care sweater, also by Rebecca, or do like that traditional, I think it's Norwegian, Scandinavian, like, I'll put it up wherever, I don't know what side has more space, but put it up, that's like black and white, but it's like little boxes with like diagonal lines in between the boxes. Maybe that. I don't know. I think it's like a little scratchy, not too bad. So I feel like I could go next to skin, or like just deal with it with a like just do a lower neckline. But this is the bluey green, so I'm really hoping these colors are showing up. But it is like blue. There's like a strand of dark blue, a strand of light blue, a strand of like dark blacky gray, and then like a strand of marled together, and it is gorgeous. They had like 6 or 7 color combos of this yarn at the shop, and I had to get, like, this is all my colors, so I had to get this. So these will be something together. And then the other yarn shop we went to was Ginger Twist, obviously, because you have to go to Ginger Twist. And my mom got 2 sweater quantities, and I got 1. So my mom got a sweater quantity worth of BC Garn Similia Melange. Don't know how to say that. in the color 9, which I can't remember the name of, but it's this really pretty like light blue. It's marled obviously, but like gorgeous. Maybe it's better to see down here where the skein kind of broke apart. So she got sweater quantity of this for a sweater number 18, which is like the horizontally textured one. And I need to get or find a mohair for this. So, because she wants fuzz. She's established she would like fuzz. So that is her first sweater quantity. And then her second sweater quantity is, oh my God, I forgot how soft this was. I'm so sad I couldn't get it. She got sweaters quantity of Ginger's Masham Mayhem, which is 4-ply, and it is 75% BFL, and then 25% Masham. And it is 437 yards for 100 grams, and she got it in the color Au Natural, and it's a natural like gray kind of marled-ish grays browns situation. And what she would like out of this is a Crawford sweater. So what she wants is this cable. I'll show you a close-up of the back. I'm hoping that's in there somewhat. So she wants this cable in a sweater. Doesn't know how she wants it. She gave me the old figure it out. So I need to decide. I feel like I like the seed stitch on the sides here just because it kind of breaks it up and makes it a little lighter, not as heavy as an all over cable. But if you saw my blue one, I did double moss stitch, which I feel like I like the seed stitch better. I feel like my mom would like the double moss stitch better, so I probably would do double moss stitch for her because I don't want to do stockinette at all. And then I need to figure out how to do a raglan and what to do on the arms. So on the vest, I just have this one cable going down the side seam underneath the armpit, which I'll keep for the sweater, but I need to decide if I want to do one of these cables, like this on the right side, this on the left side, or if that'll be too much and I'll just do like this, maybe the center one on the arms. I'm not sure. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, let me know. And her sweater will be crew neck because she does not want to be neck. And we'll have fuzz with it, of course, because she has to have fuzz at all times. So that is my mom's other sweater quantity, is the 4-ply Masham. And oh my God, it's so nice. Strangers at the door. Back to the last acquisition, and then I will leave you all for the day. So we have, I don't know how far I got in this. This is Cumulus Aran, which is 100 grams, 182 yards, 80% superfine alpaca, 20% silk, and color is Factory Girls. And when I tell you, I have never felt a softer yarn. I have never felt a softer yarn. This is amazing. Amazing. So I don't know what I'm gonna make with this, because I was gonna get, what I really wanted was this yarn base GK and then this color together, and I wanted to make an alder sweater out of that because I think that would have been amazing. However, they were out of the DK in Factory Girls, so had to pivot last minute and was like, oh, do I what's going on with this game? Do I get them to dye me some and ship it to me, or can I just be a grown-up and get something else? So I went for the grown-up option, and probably will be ordering more of this and having them ship it to me because I love this. So if you have any suggestions for, what is this, Aran weight? I guess, I assume, because it's called Aran. 182 yards per 100 gram sweater patterns, that would be fab. I have 6 skeins of it, so I don't know how far I can get with the 6 skeins if it's not a stock neck pattern, but oh my god, I feel like I will actually just live in this, and I'm really hoping the silk helps it to not pill because this is gorgeous. But I think that is all I have to talk to you all about today. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more podcasts. As I said, I don't know when I posted the video, Sunday, Monday, whenever I posted the video, I am doing the GeoGradient West Knits MCal for the year, so I will be attempting to post videos every Thursday, show everyone my progress on that. It is Wednesday night right now, so I am very much looking forward to waking up early, making myself a coffee, sitting down right here, watching Steven talk about this year's pattern tomorrow morning, cast it on. I still haven't decided on my colors. Thank you everyone who gave me their input on what I should do. A lot of people said just keep the kit. Someone had said get rid of the lightest color, add in truffle. So I think I'm going to see what Steven says tomorrow, how the pattern starts to look, and then I will make my decisions from there. But right now I'm leaning towards kit, just because like he picked it out. He knows what's gonna look good. He's already made the pattern. So that is the GeoGradient update, and thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.